Welcome back, Mic Drop Mafia, for another exclusive members-only video that drops every Wednesday here on Mic Drop Sports. I'm Jason. Thanks for coming by again for another video. I appreciate you guys so much, and I really enjoy doing these member-only video. This is our second one, and today we're going to talk a little bit about maybe not a problem that the Steelers have. It's probably a good thing that they have this issue going on with the return of Casey, Minkah Fitzpatrick possibly, and now you are having a guy like Eric Rowe that you're trying to figure out what you're trying to do with him. Eric Rowe has come in and played lights out, a veteran in this league, guys. A guy that's caused one forced fumble, got an interception. This guy has 2 turnovers in 3 games coming off the practice squad. A guy that's a true veteran, and he's really shown his leadership back there, really shown his ability to fly around and make plays for the Pittsburgh Steelers, especially when they were in a spot to where they had nobody. Casey suspended. Minkah Fitzpatrick has been riddled with injury throughout the season. And then you had Patrick Peterson moving back to that safety spot to shore up the communication in that area. He played well. But now, what do you do with now a log jam at that position possibly for the most important game of the season, the game against the Buffalo Bills in the AFC wildcard playoff round? I think this is an excellent problem to have, and I think if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, you move Patrick Peterson back to that corner role, put him in the slot position, things of that nature, let him roam around a little bit. But what I think this Pittsburgh Steelers team and defense specifically needs to do this Sunday is come out in a lot of 3 safety sets. Allow guys like Eric Rowe to be on the field. They have earned the playing time. These guys are meaningful. They're playing meaningful downs, meaningful snaps, meaningful football for this defense, and you don't want to take that away. You don't want to eliminate that confidence that you've built up with inside that defensive backfield. You want to come out and play these 3 safety sets for one big reason, guys. The Buffalo Bills love these 2 tight end sets with Dalton Kincaid being the big one, and the other one's slipping my mind right now, but we'll talk about it later. But the Pittsburgh Steelers need to be able to guard both of those 2 tight ends. They need to be able to control those tight ends in ways that it neutralizes that weapon for Josh Allen. He uses the tight ends a ton. He likes to go to them in big moments. Yes, you have guys like Stephon Diggs out there, Gabe Davis. I don't think Gabe Davis will suit up, and if he does, he won't be 100%. That's why I say you move people down like a Patrick Peterson, Levi Wallace, guys of that nature, Chandon Sullivan, to play that guy, play that Gabe Davis type role, and kind of keep a bottle on him. Allow Joey Porter Jr. to follow Stephon Diggs everywhere he goes and completely shut him down. That's what has to happen for the Steelers. And then when you play those 3 safety sets, you're going to take away the tight end because that alleviates a lot of pressure off of those inside linebackers. It takes away that need for coverage that they don't do so well. They get ate up a lot by tight ends, and that is a problem for the Pittsburgh Steelers in the middle of the football field. And I think with the addition of KZ and Minkah, you can take and neutralize that weapon for Josh Allen and make it an actual deficiency with those guys. 3 safety sets can be valuable because not only can you use them to cover those tight ends, you can use them for help over the top with guys like Joey Porter and things of that nature on the corners. But you can also use them in crazy ways, blitz them from different angles. It's hard to recognize who's doing what whenever you're playing from different angles at that safety position. It's going to confuse Josh Allen in ways that I don't think he's been challenged yet this season. 3 safety, that's a little bit of difference, or a different type of way to play defense. A lot of teams don't have 3 good safeties, and I think right now the Pittsburgh Steelers have that problem. They have 3 really good safeties. Also, you have Trenton Thompson. I'm not sure if he's going to be up for this game. You might have 4 guys back there that can play ball, that can go after the football. Minkah Fitzpatrick throughout his career has been a ball hawk, but he has not done that this season because he's been injured. Dermonte Casey being that heavy hitter, applying that pressure inside that defensive backfield, making receivers think twice about coming over and catching a football in the middle of the field because they're afraid maybe KZ lights their ass up. That might be, guys. That might be something that these receivers have in the back of their head. But if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, you have to find ways for Eric Rowe to be involved in this football game. A guy that is fresh. He is really fresh. He's only played 3 games, been on the practice squad, a veteran player, and they were very, very particular when they picked him up, knowing that he was a veteran, knowing that he could come in these big late season moments and supply this type of play. And that's been huge for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They did well this season. Let's say this. They did really, really well with choosing their practice squad players. They did well with their transactions in order to have those types of players available that can come in and are plug and play type guys, veteran guys that know how to play in the NFL. They may not be at the peak of their career anymore, but they know how to play, and they're savvy, and they've been around. They know what playing meaningful football means. And I think that's big. And I think that comes really huge for the Pittsburgh Steelers and comes at a great time, especially when you were banged up, you had people on suspension, you didn't know where you were going to turn, and then here pops up Eric Rowe. And we have to applaud him, guys. We have to really, really get behind him. And hopefully the Steelers will consider keeping a guy like him around. I really think he adds a layer to this defense. He adds a layer to this ball club that you're not going to find in many other guys. Maybe a young guy that you draft could come in and do something like that. But why waste a draft pick on that position when you could get Eric Rowe back, possibly at a reduced rate? But he's probably playing his way into a contract somewhere because people are looking at him. People are seeing him again. And that's all these guys want. These guys that are on these practice squads, they want that opportunity. They want that chance. Mason Rudolph was that type of guy. He was the guy on the bench, the third string emergency quarterback. Couldn't come in the game even if the Steelers wanted to put him in until both quarterbacks were injured. He couldn't even come in until that happened. As long as you are that third string emergency guy, you can't come in. So basically, Mason Rudolph was a glorified practice squad player that got to dress on Sundays in case of emergency. And now you see him getting that chance, and he's taking every moment of it and making the best out of his situation, and he quite possibly is playing his way into a giant payday, especially if he were to get the Pittsburgh Steelers deep into a playoff run. So these guys are super valuable, and thank our lucky stars that we have guys that are able to be plug and play type players, and it means a lot to this team. Oh, excuse me, guys. Again, let's wrap this up, but this was our members only exclusive content, and you have no idea how much I appreciate you guys. The small group of you that there are right now, we will continue to grow. We are working on the emojis. I'm going to make one that's going to supposedly be me, and then one that's going to be Sean for our Wednesday shows. So things of that nature. Those are what the emojis are kind of inching towards. So they're going to kind of mimic things here on the channel. I'm working on them. I haven't got it yet, but yeah, we're trying. The technology at times is challenging for me and Sean. We're learning as we go, and we're growing. So it's hard for us sometimes to do that on Wednesdays. So hey, we're getting there, man. We're getting there. But also, here at the channel, we're trying to put out more and more stuff. Sean helps me out a great deal. He puts out those 2-minute warning segments. He comes on Wednesdays with me. So he's really helping me grow. And also in terms of what I'm doing, I've been trying to put out as many times a week. I've been trying to put out double content days, like 2 video days. And that's for everybody to consume. And then on Wednesday, I'm trying to get you guys your members only video. And today I was just beating my brain about what would be a good topic to talk about. For a members only exclusive type thing, and that Eric Rowe thing popped into my head, and I just wanted to get it out to you guys, and hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully you can keep subscribing every month to our subscription service, and I know that it'll grow, and I know that it'll get better and better and provide you guys more and more perks. Also, just to let you know, we are working on merchandise for the channel. That is a work in progress, and members will have a 50% discount on all merchandise at all times. Anybody that is a part of our subscription service will receive 50% discount on the merchandise store, on the clothing and apparel and things of that nature. You will always receive 50%, and I will give you a promo code for that. Once the store's set up, I will give you a promo code that you, members only, can access and be able to put inside of your orders if you happen to want any type of mic drop shirts or anything like that. But we are growing rapidly, so it's something that we have to be conscious about, that we don't move too fast and do stupid things. And so we're trying to do it slowly here. So, and by we, I mean mostly what I'm trying to do here, because here at home, I'm by myself doing it. So when I say we, I mean Sean, who helps me out with doing some content. So, and he lets me beat his ear sometimes with things and ideas. So, yeah, we're trying here. We're trying to get it going. And again, I appreciate you guys so very much. And I feel like this is one of the few times that I get to actually speak to the Mic Drop Mafia, the guys and girls that are part of our subscription service, to where, you know, I can talk about things like this, because I don't want to talk about that kind of stuff on the video half the time, because people might not want to hear it or whatever when we're trying to amass views and things like that, since they aren't subscribed to the subscription service, or members rather, of the Mic Drop Mafia. So I'll quit beating your ear. You don't have to listen to me no more ramble on about those things. It's just an exciting time, and I never thought we'd get here, and it is all because of you guys, and it's awesome. So humbling, so cool. I never in my wildest dreams thought that it would ever get to this size already. So here we are. Here we sit, and onward we push. And go Steelers until this Sunday's wild card game. Let's enjoy this ride, guys. And I wouldn't count your Pittsburgh Steelers out just yet. Until next time, I'm Jason. This is Mic Drop Sports. Thanks, Mic Drop Mafia. Peace.